You know what, I'm gonna look at my telephone and see. I got 7:29.
Me too.
7:29.
I have it
Where's
turned
the
down. Venice Island.
Yeah, this is north of Bonita Springs. Estero. North of Estero, I think. Yeah, this is my place.
Have stitches and stuff?
Yeah.
Linda, Barb, Carol, and Bonnie. That's all I
You know
see.
what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna be really freaky? Right when you're in short season, one leg's gonna be this skinny and then the other one's gonna be
We'll tape it, okay, right.
That happened when I had knee surgery. I was like, I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, the thigh totally atrophied.
I had people email me like that first week, and they said, "Can we sit with you?" Where's the more than 2 tables?
I'd like to call our city council meeting to order, and I'd like to ask the junior Girl Scout troop to come forward to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Girls, come on all the way up here. We have to get you on camera, on television, right? So you have to come all the way up here. Okay. Okay, so let's all look at the flag. Do you want to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Do you want to shake hands with everybody up here so that they can say thank you for doing a great job?
Hi, how are you? Hi. Hi. Nice to meet you. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
We're out.
My daughter would steal that hat if she was here.
Thank you very much.
Like your hat?
Okay.
Lost that bet.
This could be a long meeting.
Nice job.
I just made it long, huh? Yes. Thank you. I met them upstairs when I came in this evening about 6 o'clock, and they were just going to hang around to see what happens at city council meetings. So I took them on a tour of our elaborate city hall upstairs, and they got to see the camera room. And so then I asked them if they'd like to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and they were pretty excited. So thank you, Junior Scout Troop 163. Thank you for coming in. And yes, stick around for a cake, not the coffee, but you can stick around for the cake. Okay, the roll, please.
Alderman Belke.
Here.
Alderman Belzak.
Here.
Alderman Kenny.
Here.
Alderman Marquez.
Here.
Alderman MacGyver.
Here.
Alderman Shower.
Here.
Alderman Seifert.
Here.
We have a quorum. The next item is the questions and comments and announcement. Does anyone in the audience have any questions or comments of a general nature that they'd like to ask the city council at this point? We added this to our agenda because there may at times be residents that come to our meetings that don't want to sit till the end of the meeting, and this is an opportunity for you to ask any questions if you'd like to come forward now. Okay, we'll move on to the approval of the minutes of February 2nd, 2015. Do I have a motion to approve? Alderman Seifert, seconded by Alderman Shower. Any additions or deletions? Then the roll, please.
Alderman Seifert.
Aye.
Alderman Shower.
Aye.
Alderman Belke.
Abstain.
Alderman Belzak.
Aye.
Alderman Kenny.
Aye.
Alderman Marquez.
Aye.
Alderman MacGyver.
Aye.
The
Abstention implies consent, so all in favor. Seven carried.
The minutes have been approved. Let's move on to receiving of communications. Do any of the aldermen have communications to share? Alderman Kenny?
Good evening. I have a couple of communications. Christine Clarkson, 1600 block of Holly, and Fred Wilson of 7200 block of Whittier are finding coyotes in the Farmingdale community during the middle of the day. And then I've got a communication from our Bonnie Casera in Norman Courts regarding residents getting called with IRS scams. That's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
We do have, on our website, we do have televised the latest scams that are going on in the city, and actually pretty much everywhere. So, and I believe, Chief, you have those in your monthly report on the website?
Yes.
yes, all the different types of scams that are going around on telephones and whatever. So if you get a chance, take a look at the chief's report to find out what's happening. Any other communications? Then let's move on to the mayor's report. And it's always a fun time of the year when we get to honor our Citizen of the Year. And this year is our 2015 Citizen of the Year. And I'd like to read the resolution in honor of recognizing Ron Kiefer as our 2015 Citizen of the Year. Whereas Ron Kiefer has been a resident of Darien since 1990, and whereas Ron has 2 children, son Brian and daughter Lynn, and whereas Ron and Esther married in 1996, and where Ron and Esther have 4 grandchildren, Christina, Colin, Camden, and Sloan, who proclaim that Papa Ron is the best grandfather in the world. And whereas Ron's milestones are not measured in days or months of support, but in multitude of years. Whereas Ron began his gift to children as an educator, counselor, and principal in the Cicero School District. And whereas after 34 years of guiding, enriching, and enhancing thousands of young lives, he retired in 2000. And whereas in the 60s and 70s, Ron was a member of the JCs and held every office by 1978, and whereas Ron Kiefer was selected as one of 10 outstanding young men by the Illinois JCs in 1971. And whereas Ron was elected to the Morton College Board of Trustees in 1983, where he served 7 years, 2 of which was as board chairman. And whereas Ron has also served 2 years as chairman of the Educational Excellence Committee of the Illinois Community College Trustees Association, and whereas Ron was chairman of the West Suburban Region of Community College Trustees, which included the College of DuPage for 1 year, and whereas Ron volunteered, supported, and was president of the Children's Center of Cicero Berwyn, and was awarded the Hold My Hand Award in 2007 in recognition of his devotion and commitment to children of the community. And whereas Ron has served 20-plus years, 10 of those as president of the Morton Scholarship League, a working body that financially supports at-risk high school students who, without monetary aid, could potentially drop out of school due to the need to work to help support their families. And whereas Ron has also served on the Youth Opportunities Subcommittee of the Cicero Youth Task Force, and whereas Ron is an avid supporter of CSPAR, which centers its core principles on children with special needs. And whereas Ron also supports Seguin, the adult side of this special needs program. And whereas Ron has been a member of the Darien's Planning and Zoning Commission since October 21st, 2002. And whereas Ron has been an important part of the Darien Lions Club since 2001, where he has served on numerous committees as chairman and volunteer. And whereas Ron is known as a neighbor and a friend who frequently checks on the well-being of his elderly neighbors, clears their snow in the winter, cuts their grass in the summer. And whereas Ron is always there with a kind word, a good joke, or a bag of vegetables from his garden, and in harsh winter temperatures is known to have a hot cup of coffee waiting for the mail carrier when he finishes their route. And whereas in her nomination letter, Judy Bartopinka wrote in part, demonstrating exemplary efforts and vision in bringing the community together, I believe that Ron represents all that Darien, as well as the state of Illinois, can be proud of. Ron is a willing volunteer who gives his heart and time to making Darien a better place to live and work. He is the kind of person that makes Darien as great as it is, and it is for this reason I feel he should be recognized for his hard work and dedication. And whereas Ron Kiefer certainly satisfies the guidelines for the selection of the Citizen of the Year for his diversity of activities, length of service, degree of involvement in the community, and impact to the city, now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Darien that Ron Kiefer be hereby designated as the 2005 Citizen of the Year for the City of Darien in recognition of his many years of dedicated service to the City of Darien and its residents. Do I have a motion to approve? Alderman Marquez, seconded by Alderman Kenny. The roll, please.
Alderman Marquez?
Aye.
Alderman Kenny?
Aye.
Alderman Belke?
Aye.
Alderman Belzak?
Aye.
Alderman MacGyver?
Aye.
Alderman Shower?
Aye.
Alderman Seifert.
Aye.
Mayor Weaver.
Aye.
Clerk Bergona. Aye. Treasurer Corn.
Aye.
Attorney Murphy.
Aye.
Administrator Viana.
Yes.
All in favor. You are our new Citizen of the Year. Ron, come on. You seem awfully tall today. Now, I'm going to give this to you, but you're going to have to give it back to Bonnie because we're going to give it to you March 7th, I believe, our Citizen of the Year. Ron, in recognition of- Would you like to say a few words? The microphone is right there. Yes. Oh, yes.
Congratulations, Ron. About time I see you somewhere.
Oh, they want to get a picture? Okay. Okay.
Here, Joe, you want one here?
Okay. Want to come down there? Okay. Yes, that would be good if I kind of present it to you in front. That would be a great idea. Thank you.
Smile this time around.
Okay. I think he's quite in awe, I think, right? We're watching these cameras over here first.
That's okay.
Well,
Uh,
place that microphone on.
You know, I want to thank whoever the people were who nominated me. I want to thank the committee for all their hard work in putting this together. I'd like to thank the city council because if you guys didn't go along with the committee, I wouldn't be standing here. So, I am very well aware that there's probably at least a half a dozen people I know that could just as well be standing here today. So I feel very fortunate, very overwhelmed that I was the one chosen. I have a wonderful family and wonderful friends, neighbors, fellow Lions who, have always been very supportive, and they do so much to help this a great community, and I'm just glad to be part of it. So, thank you.
We're going to run through our meeting quite quickly so we can adjourn for cake and coffee in the lobby. But I'd like to turn it over to Alderman Belke to give some details about our dinner dance.
Okay, a reminder that the reservation deadline is Thursday, February 26th. Now this again the date is March 7th, and the cost will be $30 again, which includes dinner, open bar, music, and dancing. And you can sign up to make your reservation at City Hall. You can contact Diane at City Hall, and the hours are between 8:30 and 5. There's also a drop box inside the doors here if you wanted to drop something off after hours. Hope to see you there.
Okay. Thank you. The next item under the mayor's report is our Darien Chamber update on our second meeting of the month. Claire Bongiovanni comes forward and tells us what's happening with the chamber.
Good evening. On behalf of the Darien Chamber, Ron, congratulations. Okay. We would also like to congratulate our 2014 Darien Chamber Business Excellence Award recipients. Business Excellence and Business of the Year, Rose Landscape Design, Inc., Business Excellence, Family Canine Dog Training, Automated Forms and Graphics, Inc., and the Darien Rotary Club. Member of the Year, Chuck Southern Comforts Cafe. Ambassador of the Year, James Burke from Edward Jones. The Darien Chamber Women in Business presents Connecting Women, Creating Opportunities Wine and Cheese Networking event next Wednesday, February 24th, 5:30 p.m. at the Wild Orchid Salon. You can sign up online at DarienChamber.com. Attention all future brides in Darien. Carriage Greens Country Club is hosting a bridal extravaganza this Sunday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Make sure you stop by and visit chamber members Celestine and Wild Orchid Salon. And Mayor Weaver will be modeling, not sure what you're modeling, but she will be walking down the runway with something on. The Darien Chamber of Commerce is partnering with the Indian Prairie Public Library for a teen summer job fair on March 21st. So all teens in Darien, if you're looking for work this summer, March 21st from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Indian Prairie Public Library. The 15th annual Darien Dash will be held on Sunday, May 17th at Darien Community Park. Registration is now open with extra early bird savings through April 1st. To register online, visit darien-.com. Sponsorship opportunities are also available at DarienChamber.com. Last week we celebrated the Multi-Care Health Center ribbon cutting ceremony. And tonight, we have the weight loss director, Nick Makroulis, who I'd like to introduce, who's going to give you a little information about the business.
Hi, thank you. Good evening. I have some information to pass out. Now or later? I'm not sure. Okay. Multi-Care Health Center is a weight loss clinic that is in currently 5 locations: Skokie, Lyons, Roselle, Palos Heights, and now in Darien. We teamed up with University Medicine, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with, Doctors Tom and Bill Dimitropoulos and Dr. Clarence Brown, Dermatology and Vein Center. So a little synopsis on what we do is the ideal protein weight loss method is a medically designed protocol that results in rapid fat loss while sparing the lean body mass. The program was developed in France 25 years ago by Dr. Tran Ten Chen, who studied the science of protein-based diets under George Blackburn, MD of Harvard School of Medicine. This weight loss method has been used in well over 1,000 med spas and aesthetical clinics in Canada for the last 9 years with great success. In January 2008, our program was introduced in the United States. Our products are only available to purchase by Ideal Protein clinics. So the program can only be done out of medical offices, and Drs. Dimitropoulos and Drs. Makroulis and Brown are all on board with this. So it brings a little legitimacy to the program that it can only be done when the doctors are definitely on board. Continuing on. Our sales teams provides complete training, continuing education, and in-house support free of charge. In addition, our licensed medical professionals are always available for phone, email to answer any clinical questions. Now, basic principles of the protocol is that it's a ketogenic diet, meaning that we target fat for weight loss. But it's very important that we really want to protect your muscle during the whole weight loss process. So the approach is to restrict sugars and carbs to an extent. There is a baseline of carbs that everybody needs to have to operate properly. So in the process, your body will exhaust its carb and sugar supply and then turn to fat and muscles for energy. Ideal protein is the ideal amount of protein your body needs to protect its muscle mass, therefore turning to fat for energy. The reasons why this program is so successful, couple different reasons. All of our employees have done the program and have been very successful in maintaining the protocol. The protocol has a beginning and it has an end. They continue education every year through seminars and constant practice of the program. Women, we expect them to lose 2 to 5 pounds a week, and men 3 to 7 pounds a week. And what's important about that is that we are targeting fat. You are burning fat, which you'll notice is a lot of, it takes up a lot of room. So we target visceral fat, which is the midsection area, and we get people off their diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol medications. And that's pretty much the synopsis of what we do on a weekly basis. We procure dieters, they come in, we consult, make sure they're following the protocol, and make sure they reach their goal. And in the meantime, get very healthy.
And you're located on 8110 Cass Avenue, correct, Dr.?
8110 South Cass Avenue.
Okay,
Correct.
okay. Thank you, Nick.
Yep,
Thank you
thank you.
very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for leaving the information.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, we can put those upstairs.
Any
can't we?
questions?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Claire. Let's move to the city clerk's report.
Well, just to remind everyone that they're welcome to join Ron Kafer, the new Citizen of the Year, for a cake and coffee after the meeting.
We're going to skip department head information. Well, we won't skip it totally. Do any of the aldermen have questions for any of the department heads this evening? Okay, then let's move to the treasurer's report. Oh, I skipped right over the city administrator's report.
thank
Yep.
you.
Okay, the treasurer's report, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This evening, I'm requesting council's approval of warrant number 141519 in the amount of $154,029.08 from the listed funds. Payroll for the period ended February 5th in the amount of $272,319.71 for a total be approved of $426,348.79.
Do I have a motion to approve? Alderman Shower, seconded by Alderman Belzak. Any questions for the treasurer? The roll, please.
Alderman Shower,
Aye.
Alderman Belzak,
Aye.
Alderman Belke,
Aye.
Alderman Kenny,
Aye.
Alderman Marquez,
Aye.
Alderman MacGyver, Alderman Seifert.
Aye.
The warrant has been approved. Do you want to go over the monthly report?
Okay, the monthly report for the period, the 9 months ended January 31st, 2015. General fund reflects year-to-date revenue of $10,928,668, expenditures of $8,480,213 for a current balance of $3,353,208. Water fund year-to-date revenue $4,641,442, expenditures $4,372,915 for a current balance of $1,287,859. Motor fuel tax fund year-to-date revenue $625,631, expenditures $432,129, current balance $345,956. Water depreciation fund year-to-date revenue $306,434. $2,121, expenditures of $192,386 for a current balance of $116,170. Capital Improvement Fund year-to-date revenue $4,473,403, expenditures of $3,714,357, current balance of $6,178,642, and the Capital Projects Debt Service Fund year-to-date revenue $502,409, expenditures of $497,750 for a current balance of $18,072.
Any questions for the treasurer on the report? And let's move on to standing committee reports. Do any of the chairmen have reports? Alderman Marquez?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just a reminder that the Municipal Services Committee will be meeting at 6:30 next Monday, February 23rd, here in the council chambers.
Okay. Alderman Shower?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just a reminder, our first budget meeting will be tomorrow night starting at 6:30 in the chamber councils. And our next admin finance meeting will actually be held on Monday, March 2nd, 2015 at 6 p.m. in our upstairs meeting room.
Okay. Alderman MacGyver?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. At this evening's Police Committee meeting, we approved the meeting minutes from, oh gosh, what was it? Our January meeting. So I have those executed for the clerk. And our next Police Committee meeting will be on Monday, March 16th at 6 p.m. in the police training room.
Thank you. Let's move to questions and comments, agenda related from the alderman. Does anyone have any questions or comments on the two items that are on the consent agenda? Did anyone in the audience want to address the council on the items that are on the consent agenda? I don't think so. Okay. Let's move to old business, and there being no old business, we'll move right to the consent agenda. We have two items on the consent agenda. Item A is a motion to approve a proposal from Spear Financial dated January 12th, 2015, to provide financial advisory services for the advance refunding of our general obligation bond, Series 2008. Item B is a motion to approve the acceptance of a proposal for auditing services from Sikich. Do I have a motion to approve the items? Alderman McIver, seconded by Alderman Shower. The roll, please.
Alderman McIver.
Aye.
Alderman Shower.
Aye.
Alderman Belke.
Aye.
Alderman Belzak.
Aye.
Alderman Kenny.
Aye.
Alderman Marquez.
Aye.
Alderman Seifert.
Aye.
The items have been approved. The next item on the agenda is new business, and there being no new business this evening, we'll move right to questions, comments, and announcements. Are there any announcements from the alderman at all this evening? Okay, with that said, I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn so we can move into our cake and coffee in the lobby. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Alderman Seifert, seconded by Alderman Shower. I think I've embarrassed Alderman McIver enough that she's...
Right.
Yeah, it's all my fault. I knew it was my fault. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll adjourn to the lobby.